I really like the treatment of the cunning little fox in the fox chase. I'm not the biggest fan of cartoons that deal with hunting and fox hunting, but when the fox is cunning and clever, sometimes it can be pretty entertaining. The Fox Chase was released in 1928. It's an Oswald the Lucky Rabbit cartoon, directed, of course, by the brilliant Walt Disney. And in this one, there's a bunch of characters who are chasing after this fox, and this fox is laying out traps and winding up the dogs. One of my favourites involves a dash hunt and the way the fox torments that. And while the other riders are having problems with this fox, Oswald is having a problem with his horse, and his horse won't ride or let him ride him. His horse won't cooperate. It's unclear as to whether or not Oswald will even get to take part in the fox chase, because things just are not going to plan for anybody at the moment, apart from the fox, who is having a lot of fun winding people up. And because it wasn't promoting, because it's not promoting fox hunting, I could get on board with it. I thought the fox was adorable. I liked the animation style of the different dogs. All of the dogs looked kind of different from one another. And then, of course, we had as Oswald with his own horse causing his problems. It's pretty good fun. It's unpredictable because you never know what trap the fox is going to lay or what problem Oswald is going to face next. It's probably my least favourite of the Oswald cartoons that I've seen so far. I haven't seen every one, but I've seen a good few by this point, and I feel like the fox definitely made it interesting, but Oswald's problem with his horse, it was relatively interesting, fairly interesting. It was a nice enough cartoon. There's nothing about it that I thought was overly unique, except maybe the character of the fox, who I thought was very well developed, very clever and cunning. I liked his attitude, I liked his behaviour, I liked the way he was animated. That appealed to me. In general, the fox chase is not one that is ever going to be one of my favourites, not even one of my favourites from Oswald. But if you're a fan of Oswald and haven't seen this one, I'd say definitely check it out. If you haven't seen any Oswald yet, this isn't the one I'd recommend you start with. Unfortunately, I don't know what I would recommend you start with, but definitely not this one. Empty Socks, that's the one I watched most recently before this one. That was a really good example of a sweet Oswald cartoon. But the Fox Chase is not bad. Not my favourite, but not bad at all.